What's going on, guys? This is Badass Viewer and I'm back with another review. This time I'm taking a look at the DC Signature Collection Ghul figure. This is probably one of the last batch of figures that's going to be coming out through Mattel's DC line, at least through their Signature Collection, but pretty much the wave's over, or the whole DC run's over, so we're not going to see anything new. Although Toy Fair did show some like re-releases of their superpower colors and stuff, so I guess that's kind of cool. But as far as I'm concerned, DC figures are pretty much over. I mean, unless you collect DC collectibles and stuff. But this is a really cool figure. I mean, it's cool to have because a lot of people really wanted to have a Ghul figure. And I really wanted to get him so that way I could, finish out my Rogues Gallery for Batman. So I had to get him, and he's not very cheap, so I kind of had to spend a little bit on him to get him. And I got him on eBay, so I think he was like 20 bucks or something, maybe 25, I don't remember, but I had to get him because I wanted to complete my Batman collection, considering how he is my favorite superhero. But here we have him in his more of his suit outfit that he usually wears. I don't think it's like necessarily like a business suit more than it is like some nice looking like Arabian clothing. If it's even Arabian, I don't really know what kind of clothes he wears, but I don't remember him really wearing like business suit attire mostly, but I could be wrong. Maybe he does look like this at some point, but they're just using the business suit mold, so it's basically like the Joker or the Movie Masters Jim Gordon or Harvey Dent figure, except this one's a little bit taller, but that's really what it looks like to me. So yeah, it's an okay mold, but I think it would have been cool if they gave us like a shirtless version of him, like when he's when he's fighting Batman, because not too often, I don't think he ever fights with his suit on like this. So that would have been cool. And I guess you could pop the head off and put it on like a shirtless character or something if there is any. I know Amazo does, but I'm not sure how that would work. But anyways, still a cool figure nonetheless. This is probably how I would prefer to have him though, just because he doesn't really fight too often, but still it'd be cool to get like a shirtless version of him. But he does come with this really big sword, which is cool, and he holds it really well. I really like the way it looks. It's got the little thing to go around the handle of it, so that's really cool. So it's a nice accessory. Surprised we actually got one. And so yeah, and let's take a look at his cape. His cape is not attached anywhere else but in the back, where most of all the capes are connected, so it's kind of glued into his back. But other than that, it's kind of like just hanging on by that one piece. So I guess if you wanted to take it off, you could just cut it from the back, or cut that piece off in the back. But it's an okay cape, I guess. It's a slightly lighter green than the rest of his suit, so that's cool. As far as detailing goes, I don't really think there's any on him. He's mostly just a really dark green, and I think they might have some shading in the pants, but I can't tell if it's from the lighting or if it's actual shading. But it kind of looks like it might be. I can't tell. The lighting's weird, but I think there might be some shading in there. If not, then it's really good. Like the lighting really makes it look good. So there's that. And the face sculpt, it's okay. Kind of like it looks like him, but at the same time his face looks kind of weird. I don't know what it is, but he's got this black mark on his head, so it looks like he bumped his head or something. There's some skin tone that's kind of going over into his beard over here, so that looks kind of crappy. So yeah, I guess the head sculpt's okay. I think they could have done a little bit better job accenting the gray in his hair. like you can tell that it's there, but it's not too heavy. I think it's better in the back, but definitely if they would have just gone over it a little bit more, could have made it look a little bit better. But anyways, so that's about it for detailing. Not much to say about them. So we'll go over articulation, which if you have this figure, whether it be the Joker or the Riddler or whoever else has his body, you know what it's basically going to be. But his head rotates 360 degrees. It doesn't go up or down like usual. So his arms go in and out, rotate 360 degrees, rotates at the bicep. He bends one joint or single jointed elbow, and he doesn't even get a 360 or 360. He doesn't get a 90-degree angle, so that's kind of unfortunate. He's got a wrist rotation. I think I don't know if he has an ab crunch or a waist swivel, but I'm not going to risk it because if he does swivel, it's really stiff, so I'm not going to mess with that. Excuse me. His legs go forward and back. He goes in and out. He's got a thigh cut, a single jointed knee, and a rotation in the foot, which is also very stiff. So definitely would recommend picking this up if you are a big Batman fan and you've been collecting the DC Universe Classic figures from whenever they started. I'm kind of sad that they're gonna be ending it, but at the same time, it's like they're really just getting to the point where they're just re-releasing figures and just making different versions of them. Like, I don't know how many times they were gonna keep restarting a Batman figure line before, like, it either just completely ended or before they decided that it wasn't worth it. So I don't know. Anyways, let's do a size comparison real quick. Here he is next to the Series 10 Batman, which I customized to have a Bruce Wayne head. So they're about the same height. Batman's probably a little bit taller. If he had his actual head on, he'd still be taller, so there's that. And then we got the new 52 Batman Unlimited version, which he's about the same size, so it kind of depends. I don't know how tall they are to each other in the comics or anything, but so it's a good size here, so that works. And this Batman's a bit on a smaller scale than the other DC figures, so I guess it works out in a way. But anyways, yeah, I would say if you want to spend the money to get them to complete your Rogues Gallery, then definitely go ahead, because he's definitely worth it. But yeah, I mean, unless you kind of like Batman and you've been collecting the DC ones, I would kind of pass on it. I mean, really not worth spending $30 or however much unless you really like Batman. So that's what I would have to say. But if you guys enjoyed my review, please subscribe and check out other reviews I'll be posting and other ones that I've already posted. And I'll have some more stuff coming up hopefully soon. I just haven't been in the reviewing business for a while, so good to be back. So I'll talk to you guys later.